Hey guys, welcome back. As you know, we're working on the Cylon tanker. Um, I was working on it, and to be honest with you, I hit a bit of a stumbling block, and that is I wasn't pleased with the top surfaces of the tanks. Um, I was very disappointed with them. The print was not as crisp as I'd like it. There was a, where is it? Let me find it here for you. Right here, you could see here for some reason the print was going, and then all of a sudden it shifted over and then continued. Now the funny part is both these tanks were side by side, and only one tank got this shift, the other did not. I don't know why it did that. I thought it was weird. Not sure how I could fix it. Not that I can, but um, it is what it is, right? So we got to keep working forward. But like I said, the surfaces on the bottom and the top were not what I thought, or as I had hoped. So I decided to dig out the evergreen styrene, and we set to work, and we're trying to maximize the detail and make it a little bit more interesting. So we took some styrene, we cut a sheet out that matched the top, covering both tanks, covering the center line, put it down, made ourselves a brim. We're going to add some detail in here. We did the same to the top, as you can see here. But what I did here is I made some lines and some hatch covers, so it looks like the lines are feeding into them, and then there's like an overflow that goes into the next one, and an overflow goes into the next one. You know, I don't know if it's real or not, but you know, who cares? It makes it look busy. It makes it look a little bit more interesting. And then I put some extra plating so far all over the place just to add some points of interest. So that's where we are with that. That's where we are with that. Again, we have to more detail on the side, on the bottom. We're going to make some detail here. Not much I could do to sides. Sides are supposed to be pretty smooth, and then you have the bays. So there's not really much I could do there, except when we come to painting, we'll have to do some work with that. Then the next big steps will come with the head. We'll put this on. We're going to add some detail to this. I don't think there's going to be a lot, but we'll take a look and see what we could do to make it a little bit more interesting. But this is probably going to be the biggest one, where there's lots of detail to be added. Pipes and hoses and stuff like that, and we're going to try to do that. So that's where we are for the moment. So let's stay tuned. We'll be right back. See, we've made a little bit of progress on it. We primered everything. Been going over filling up some gaps and snafus and other stuff. And the more I look at it, on one hand, I'm really excited by it. I really am. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of cool. But in the same token, as equal as I am thrilled with it, I'm disappointed in it, because there are just some imperfections that no matter what, I can't get rid of. And some imperfections just seem to be cropping up like over time. And you know, but you know, the lines, because it didn't make it perfectly cylindrical, it's just like flat panels, you know, into an arc. Just imperfections that have popped through over here, different layering, stuff like that. Stuff that, you know, I sand and I sand and I sand, and it just looks horrible. Here's another spot here. Look at this. Wasn't like this. Come on, man. See if they'll focus. But you can see here these lines. That wasn't like that originally. Those lines that are coming down. My camera really bites, and I've tried sanding it, and it's just not freaking working. So, you know, I'm a little disappointed about that, but I'm at a point where it is what it is, you know. It just is what it is. So, you know, I can't compare it to anything else, because there's not very many other ones. So, but yeah, that's just kind of stuff that's bothering me. So, and I realize another mistake I made is these pipes that are going the length of the spine. I shouldn't have put those in yet. I should have sized them up, but left them out, because in the paint scheme there's some paint color swatches that go here, and then the pipes aren't painted that. So now they're going to be in the way. I got to figure out what to do about that. Maybe I can pop them off without ruining. Who knows? But otherwise, yeah, it's looking good. Again, it's going to be, lack of a better word, I'll say one of a kind. And I got a lot of work to do on it back. A lot of piping and stuff like that. I still have to get onto that. A lot of scratch building. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that part of it. But yeah, that's where we are with our Cylon tanker. And again, for those that are new to this that weren't sure, this is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 inches long. That's pretty cool. 16 inches long. And it's a veritable weapon. It really is solid. I hurt somebody with this. Anyway, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to our Cylon tanker build. We're at the part that I was looking forward to most with this, and that is the buildup of the engine section. Oh, you know, overall the ship is a very cool ship, and I really dig it. But the back end of it was, the engine section was missing a lot of detail, I felt, and it's detail that'd be very difficult to print, 3D print wise. So, you know. I had to scratch build stuff, and I just wanted to bring you up to speed what I did. So I used some reference photos online of the ship itself, and while I didn't copy it exactly, I tried to do it, you know, as best as I could, and then added some of my own stuff to it, you know. So this is what we came up with. This is the top section. We added some piping and points of interest and stuff like that. We made a shroud over the top. That's what it does look like. We added some pipes that go from here, wrap around, stuff like that. I added some engine detail there to the insides of the housings. I have to sand those down a little bit more, but they're pretty much where I'd like them. The one thing that's still missing here is the cones in the center. And then we flip over, and we did this side. Again, the bottom, just making it look busy, adding girders, pipes, stuff like that, just to add some dimension to it. Okay, so that's where we are. So then we'll give this a coat of primer, see how that fills it in, and we'll be moving to the next step.